Hey guys, Tom here. I'm going to be talking about this beauty, my absolute favourite invention and the one I'm most proud of is this. It's my electromag. It's like the thing that Captain America wears on his arm and well, it's bigger, but it's a version of that from Age of Ultron. And it's like this is an electromagnet. And this electromagnet is made of a microwave transformer. I'll go and grab a microwave transformer to show you. Now this is a microwave transformer. It's what does stuff inside of a microwave. Yeah. And I'm trying out a new camera angle and trying to use my headset, like the microphone on my headset, as a microphone for this. I just have it hooked up to my phone. Yeah, so I'll see how this goes. So this is a microwave transformer. And this project is, I didn't have anything back then. I don't even think I had a 3D printer back when I made this. Did I? I think I maybe did, but yeah. It's literally made of scrap. So probably the only thing I bought for this project was this aluminium, however you want to say it, flat bar. And it wasn't even that. It's like, I don't know, I think it's like $9 for like a 1 meter length, and you just cut it with a hacksaw. The rest of it is literally all the stuff I had at home. It was literally made in the evil guy from Iron Man's words. I actually don't know his name. Obadiah from Iron Man 1, the evil guy. I literally built this in a cave with a box of scraps. Well, I didn't build it in a cave. I built it in a smaller shed than I have right now. Because I left that shed because it's too far away now because it's at my dad's. And I just go to his like every Wednesday and like second weekend. Yeah, it's made of a really shitty piece of wood, foam from a school project that I had from the thing like year 7, because I couldn't find just the plain stuff. I looked everywhere. Yes, I used that as padding, 2 bolts to hold this in. And what you do is I used power tools to do this, but you could literally you could do this without power tools. Like you cut off that little bit there. This whole bit just comes off if you just cut it. Yeah. Well, it's different on different microwave transformers. This one looks different, but if I go and grab a different one, just let me get up for a second. I have like a lot of these microwave transformers because I take apart a lot of microwaves for the sheet metal because you get a lot of stuff. And you get like a lot of limit switches. Like on this one was probably the type I used for this. Yeah, like it's just a weld that you can cut, and that part just comes off, and you take off one of the coils, and then you run 12 volts through one of the coils, and it creates an electromagnet. You can see many videos on how to make these on YouTube. If you want me to do a video on how to make one, comment it down below and I'll do that. Yeah, the spade connectors for this are literally I harvested them out of a treadmill that stopped working. The connectors here are pop rivets. This is a bag strap from an old bag. Switch, electrical tape, screws, zip ties. I don't even know if any of this stuff is soldered. I think it is. I think some zip ties to hold this together, because when I was threading the bottom, because if you look, it's made of a bunch of little bits of metal. So it was just like pushing it apart. Like you can see it's cracked. That's why it's a bit thinner than this one. And the reason I'm struggling to lift these is because lifting with one hand is because they're actually really heavy. This is like probably a good few kilograms on your, probably like a 1 kilogram on your arm. And like if I put it on my arm, oh wait, this I built this to go on my right arm because it's easier to flick the switch. See, it doesn't actually feel that heavy when you put this one on there because it's more surface area. But it's like that. And if you're wondering what this backpack is in the background, this is a backpack that I found in the pantry. Our old pantry. That's literally, it used to have like a little front second baggie that zipped off it, but that one fell off, and so I cut a hole in it to feed this cable out. And this cable has 2 connectors that fit perfectly on these connectors, and then they plug into these 2 connectors here that plug into this. Don't worry about these 2 extra wires. I added these later for this external safety switch because I made this bag modular so I could plug it into other stuff that has this connector. Like I even think I made connectors for them that didn't end up working. Like double adapter connectors, see? It's like it's just 2 connectors on one, but see they fold out because you can't really solder to these. I need to like put some hot glue on them. Yeah, see? And they will plug into both of them, and then you could plug in another 2 of these connectors on the other end. Like if you had like something with these connectors that you wanted to hook up to this, you would hook these in there, then it would just go shlunk and then shlunk, and then you could plug them into like another one of the 2 of these connectors. Yeah, see, like they just pull straight out when you try and use them. I need to fix these. They've been sitting in there for over probably a year, probably like the start of, probably like a month, a good 10 months probably. No, probably not 10 months, probably like a good 5 months or more. And see, you just put a 12 volt fish finder. This is just I stole this from my brother out of his boat. This is a 12 volt fish finder battery. And you chuck it in there, and then you plug these 2 connectors. You plug the red one into the red, and you jack it into the red connector. Then you jack the black one into the black connector, and then you chuck these in here. Make sure your safety switch is off. Okay, then you just zip the bag up. Yeah, this took me, in the first quarantine, a good month or 2 to build. And I've only just, like, right now, like, done a few more upgrades to it. Like, I need to fix these connectors because they kind of got bent and warped. Yeah, like, I had to glue this. Like, the first time I tried to lift something heavy with it, this all split apart. Because, look, see. I had to glue it together. Glue it and nail it together. But the pop rivet that I had in there had come out, so I just re-screwed it, and then you can unclip it, but I never unclip it because it pinches my arm whenever I try and, like, look. And it's really hard to, like, do it when I'm, and this is like, it doesn't fit. It's kind of stopped fitting really nicely. It used to fit really good. I've had to adjust it because this was like made for like younger me. Yeah, and when you plug, you just jack these connectors. I'll flip this over. This kind of moves freely because it's kind of a bit big. This is the same thing, but the reason it wobbles around is it doesn't have all the metal on it, so it's not like snug. And so I could take this electromagnet off if I ever wanted to make a new one. I put these in there. I put bolts, or if I wanted to take this off to like put it on a new base I got these bolts that I routed this out with a spade bit. Like one of those spade bits. Because I didn't have anything else to do it with. Then I drilled holes in the bottom of this and then tapped them with a drill and a tap. And then I put these bolts in there. And then bolted them down. And now if I just plug this into the back, the green, this blue one, the blue wire goes onto the red port, and the brown one goes onto the black port. And then if I just sit this up on a micro transformer, well, that's too high. Maybe the duct tape will be lower. I'm actually thinking I might weigh one of them. Maybe put it up on the screen, maybe. Maybe not, because I might be lazy. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm just going to go and turn the safety switch on. Safety switch is on, and turn the arm switch on. Should be on now. It's like, it's not that it's actually quite strong, but only for thicker metals. I wonder if I can. There we go. Electromagnet. That. Now that's on because it's really thick metal. It depends. The strength of the electromagnet depends on how thick your metal is. Here, I'll do it with a different file. And it depends how magnetic your metal is. What else magnetic do I have on my desk? I want to show you a good demonstration, but I'll cut to the demonstration portion probably right. Oh, well, I'll talk about some stuff first. Like, the bag's really comfy to wear, and the switch is really good. If something goes wrong here and I can't reach the switch, I can turn it off from there. But that was only for if I was going to put extra stuff on it. Like, I'm thinking of running a little 12 volt. I'll show you. I'll grab the 12 volt thingy. This little 12 volt oven. Oh, the latch came off because that comes off all the time. But it hooks into carport, and I was thinking of getting a female adapter for that to slonk onto there, and then that will plug into the battery bag, and then I could have a portable oven, and it's actually a really nice oven. Yeah. Yeah, I'll cut to the testing sequence right now. Hey guys, look, you can see my face. This ugly mug here is my face, and I'm wearing the thingy. It's actually quite comfortable for a thing I made of literal scraps. I've got the backpack on as well. And here, we're going to try first this 5 kg weightlifting weight. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Can hold 5 kgs of weight. And now, we've got a big piece of metal. Yeah, funny sound. This is microwave sheet metal. The stuff I was talking about, that's why I take so many microwaves apart. And then, basically got a shield now. If I had someone to throw something at me, I would get them to. Wait, and... Oh. And now, I'm going to pick up something very heavy and try to pull it out of frame. This is a homemade anvil. My brother made it. And I've got it now because I need an anvil for metalworking. Yes. Look at this big chunk thing. And I'm going to sit it down on the ground instead of dropping it like I did in another take and scratch my foot. Yes. Now, let's jump back to the table cam, and we're going to see, and I'm going to talk about how the wiring works on this. So we've got the cardboard now. So, here, we start off with 12V, and then you have 2 wires coming off it. And then the 2 wire, and then I'll say this is the positive, this is the negative. So then, the positive just goes whee, straight into the magnet. I'll put M for magnet. Go straight into the magnet. But the negative, it goes and then stops, because the S, which is just going to be switch, it stops it. It stops it from going through. And this is how they draw switches in circuit diagrams. I'm just doing this easy way. They do it like this, and like this, and then I have like a little thingy with a circle, and it's just drawn the other way. So, yeah, so if it's off, it's closed like this. It's like that, but if it's open, it's like that. So if it's off or on, it lets the current flow through, but then it goes again, but then it gets stopped by another switch, which is, I'll just put a better S over here, which gets stopped by another switch. Then it goes, then if it goes to that switch, it just goes to the magnet, and then it goes magnet on, yeah. So basically that's how the circuit works. Pretty easy. I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe if you want to. It's free. If you want to, like, subscribe. I already said subscribe. Fuck. Just like and subscribe. I said that 3 times now. And I'll see you guys next video. That won't be probably 3 months away. I don't know. I don't know how long since I've posted. Probably like a month or 2. Bye.